Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love, Not War series. Unfortunately, we are making a little bit of war here, as we are at war with the Soviet Union. Now, this has proven pretty tricky because I have pretty much no air coverage over Poland because Poland, although they're giving me military access, allowing me to come into their country, and they are also at war with the Soviet Union because the Soviet Union declared war on Latvia over here, which drew Poland in because all these guys are in a faction with Poland. They're not on the war in the same war with me. So I don't have any ability to use any of their resources as far as air bases, so I can't station all that many planes nearby. The closest I have is the Ostpreußen base here. Now, I have transferred a bunch of planes over to Ostpreußen because a bunch of my allied air wings, I guess, left for some reason. So I should have stuff coming over soon, but I am losing quite a bit of fighters over in the Baltic region over here. Fighting is not going particularly well, although I have started a spearhead here. The Russians are starting to collapse on it, so it may not go much of anywhere. But my idea here is to surround Minsk and maybe cut that off. So my next move would probably be into here. Of course, for that to be successful, I'm going to have to leave some troops behind so they don't just do a counteroffensive here. So I'm not going to be able to hit them with everything. I also have a push that did succeed here. And the idea here is to maybe cut troops off in this direction. So I think we continue with that idea. And I don't see a reason not to commit all of the mobile troops. Whether or not I want to commit any of the infantry troops, I don't know. I have to defend again. So we'll go with just this attack for now. It's only 4 divisions, though, so that might be somewhat problematic for me. And I am going to start moving these guys in. So you know what? We will assist here with these 3 divisions. Because these divisions are close behind and we'll be able to come in. Now, otherwise, let me move this division down here. I'm just trying to have some kind of line here. I'm also trying to move troops into the area, which it looks like I'm getting. This attack isn't going anywhere, so let's just cancel that. Oops. There we go. And, you know, I have plenty of troops in this area, so I don't see really a reason other than I could have a major offensive down here of sending any infantry that way. So probably I should solidify areas that are looking a little bit on the weak side with troops. And then these 3 infantry I'm going to throw into the gap here just so that we can continue pushing. All right, well, I think I'm ready to go. The one thing I just want to keep an eye out for is the transfer of fighters and planes. Ooh, I have too many planes in the base. So I kind of maybe overcompensated. What I am going to do is I think I'm going to rebase this air wing, the close air support wing. And we'll put them in here. That should alleviate some of the problems. Okay, now that I have all these guys arriving, we have fighters, which I would like to get over the Baltic states. Oh, they're already queued, so they're good. So now I'm just waiting for the heavy fighters to show up and the tactical bombers, which may allow me to bomb into Belarus, where we are having some action, although that would be unsupported with fighters, so we'll have to see about that. Okay, and we also have our brand new heavy fighters. I think I'm good with air power for now, so we're looking at 41. Infantry equipment is good. 4 battalions is good. Armor, we could use heavy tanks maybe. Artillery, we're way behind, so let's start getting on that. So this would take 67 days. Research. And just before I make a mistake, let's check engineering. We're good there. That's usually an important thing that I may overlook. We're doing industry, so we're good there. So the only thing we're really behind on maybe is doctrines, but right now, I will be getting cheaper doctrines soon, so there's no reason to push that. All right, so at the moment, we're just kind of getting offensives together, and I think we're ready to start an offensive here, for the most part. Let's see how this succeeds. So far, it's not succeeding. Ooh, I'm going to have a defensive here. As soon as that's over, I'll draw one division from here. How many divisions are we attacking? We've got 9 on 9, huh? Well, that's still good that we can win an even fight like that. Okay, and then I never did move these guys, so that was a mistake. So tanks, and I'm going to only take 3 of the mobile infantry, because right now, you know, I never did give myself enough troops up here to fill this gap. So that may be problematic. Do I have any troops to spare? I have the mountain troops. You know what? We're going to grab them. And alternatively, I could also grab this division. So we'll grab all these guys. We'll add them into that army. And then we will strategically move them to here so we can start filling in here. As a matter of fact, why don't you just stay there until we get that movement? Alright. Push is looking like it's working well until they reinforced. I think I delayed a little bit too much here. So we're winning, but it's slow. And this we're just straight out losing. I wonder how many divisions are here. And this is the other thing. I'm getting really crap intelligence because of the situation I'm in right now. This could be more vulnerable. So why don't I cancel this attack, because it's obviously not going anywhere. And then come over here and see what kind of forces they have. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. So let's redirect the tanks. And have them come in to assist. And maybe we can cut these guys off. Paratroopers, why don't you come in here so that when this gets pushed through, maybe we can take advantage. All right. So the plan continues. Oh, this offensive is going terribly. Trying to see if there's anywhere I can take advantage of, but they've got forts and stuff. This is going to be tough. I just want to surround Minsk. That's the whole point of this. Offensive. I mean, it's working for the most part, so I shouldn't be too stressed out about it. Alright, well, I don't see a reason. Maybe we can push here. Aha! Take advantage of the fact that you're reinforcing areas. Alright, we're getting attacked. It's not great. It means that the offensive potential of these units are reduced. Okay, we've got towed artillery. Non-aggression pact from Latvia. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and I never did do my... did I just unlock a research? I must have. Oh yeah, rocket artillery. Let's do anti-tank guns here, because it doesn't require production. And then I'm going to assume rocket artillery does require production, which honestly I don't have right now. I am working on it, but it's going to be a while before we have the factories. And what have you. How is the air war going now that I've moved things around? Oh, well, first things first. We've got to send bombers. So, do we send them over here into Belarus to get some bombing done? Could be a problem. Alternatively, we just keep focusing on the Baltic area. The problem is heavy fighters probably not going to have the range to really escort them. Let's just see, numbers-wise. How are we doing over here? So we've lost 132 fighters, but they've lost 80, and they've lost 16. Okay. Well, what we're going to do, I've decided, is we're just going to focus on the Baltic area, because it looks like that's what... you know what? Actually, I can get an idea of what's going on here. So... there are bombers here, and they have a lot of fighters. Over here, ton of fighters, and a ton of bombers. Okay, so I think we're safe to just put everything into the Baltic area. I don't know if they actually have troops here yet, so that's one thing, but... okay. I am limiting my coverage of Western Poland, but right now Western Poland doesn't really have anything going on. Okay, so let's reroute some of these guys. So... or change their mission. So we have these guys doing interception. We're going to change them to being air superiority. I mean, numbers-wise, the enemy is definitely outnumbering me big time. But hopefully we can make up for it by having better equipment than they do. At least I hope so. Alright, so up north, things could be going better. I could throw more divisions in here. Kind of grind it out. I just wish I knew what the numbers were. That way I could actually predict or know what to do in these situations. But I think this move is working okay. Alright, I don't know how many divisions you have here. But I'm going to try and stop this move. Because I don't want them reinforcing this. Wow. Definitely being held here. There we go. I mean, I'm not surprised that the Russians have a lot of manpower. Okay, here's the mountain divisions. They have arrived. So I'm confident to do these moves. Kind of help out. Alright. You know, and honestly, if things remain super static, it's not the end of the world. Oh, this actually worked. Okay, let's come in here, cut them off proper. All we have to do is come in here, finish them off. So in some areas it's working, in other areas not so much. This is going to be a tough fight. And we are having low supply. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, pretty much most of the territory we're coming into Russia here is not great. Now, we do have the winter, and I didn't really pay much attention to that. So, that might be part of the reason why we're not doing particularly well. You know, honestly, I'm actually regretting this mountain troop movement. But we're going to throw in troops in here. I'm going to take these guys, split them in half. I only want 3. We're going to throw that in there. Okay. They're testing me. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, okay. More non-aggression packs. As far as I can tell, the Soviets are doing absolutely nothing against these guys. Now, if they actually did roll through here, we'd be in trouble, but they're not, so there you go. Okay. Need to have more troops get involved here. Because we were winning for a second there. Ooh, we can modify government, which we desperately need because I'm low on manpower and I need to recruit more men. So, let's get in here and switch a limited conscription is the word I'm trying to say, and do extensive conscription because we can't do the other ones just yet because I don't have enough I don't have enough political power, but we need this desperately. So, there we go. Okay. That doesn't mean that troops take longer to train, but now we have, several more million troops. So go back into the recruitment screen, and I need to train infantry divisions. And you know what? I'm going to change the location a lot of this stuff. Do I have tank divisions that have been popping out over in Hanover? Not that I see. Okay, that's fine. We're going to change it to over here. And I can actually drop troops in Ostpreußen now because it's actually connected because of Danzig. So I'm going to drop them in here. And I'm going to do the same thing with... There we go. And I want to add units. So I'd like to have 3 of these guys being made, if not more. And then we want to also train SS. And I also want to add a unit to the tanks. And we need to add a location, so it's going to be over here in Ostpreußen again. And you know what? I am going to add another infantry division. Okay, so that's looking good for me. Let's see, production. Not until we get one of these factories built. And when will that happen? I might have... If I hadn't realized it was winter, I should have probably waited until it was over. But it's going to be over soon. It's now March. I'm going to assume that the winter is going to last a little while. But we have another factory in March as well. So that's good. Okay. This combat's starting to wind down. We'll just let it wind down. We mostly did that to stop them from reinforcing. Ooh. And it looks like we succeeded here. So now it's time to cut these guys off. And there was a fair number of divisions here, so... Let's hope this is successful. Not as successful as I'd like. But we're almost done with... Oh wow, we have a bunch of Polish troops here. Which is good, honestly. Matter of fact, I may be able to move some of the troops that I have working right now. This is almost done, so these guys, although they're losing, they're doing a great service for me. As a matter of fact, why don't I redirect some troops in here, and then just keep pushing here. Oh, this guy's a little too tired. And then you guys can cut it out. Alright, so that was successful. Problem is, the defense is going to be tough here. I may just have to focus on small gains for the meantime. Right now that it's winter, it's going to be tough. Again, having no clue what the numbers are, I have no idea if I have an advantage or not. So it's really tough to decide on what to do in a lot of these situations. But I am slowly grinding these guys down. Now, my troops won't be in good position or won't be in good shape once that... I wonder if I could push here. If it would be successful. Because these troops are not really doing anything right now, and I have no idea what the numbers are like here. Let's see. Okay, now I have an idea. So there's 10 divisions there, so that's unlikely to succeed anytime soon. I'm going to have to wait a little bit. If I can pull them back. Okay. Alright, so this fight's starting to go my way. That's good. That means we've cut somebody off. So we've managed something out of all this mess. It looks like the offense broke. And now we're just in... Well, actually, maybe we won here because there's nothing in here right now. But I'd like to cut all these guys off if I can, but I have a feeling that the enemy is not going to let me do that. Alright, these guys are now officially cut off, so I can do this, and this, and this. Really? I'm still able to put up that much of a fight with no supplies and completely encircled. Huh. Alright, well, I don't see a reason why not to throw these guys in. And we'll eventually, hopefully, wipe those guys out. We've got a nice spearhead going there. This could be going better, but what can you do? We're just trying to cut off Minks here. Get these guys going back into the fight. Oh. Italy pursues closer bonds with Germany. Italy and Germany have expressed many conflicting... Okay, so this is just an improvement of relations. We get army innovations, which is fantastic. And now, I believe I have all of the main focuses. So if I were to do anything else, it would probably be... Okay, I could do that, and that's not really, in my opinion, a good idea. But everything else is pretty much done other than, of course, this. And then air effort we could do. It only does an Arado AR-196. What is that? Arado 196. So it probably was meant for 1940. And because I didn't do that focus, it's pretty much a useless focus now. Because that's all it does, is give me a 50% bonus to a plane I probably don't even want. So, with that said, I think probably the correct course is to go down this. And then get the alliance with Italy, alliance with Spain, befriend Turkey. Although technically, I can't do that because I never did war with the USSR. So I could do This really doesn't help me much. I mean, it just pisses off the Soviet Union, but we're already at war with the Soviet Union. World tension goes up, don't really care. So we could go down that path, I guess. All right. This will solidify our bonds with all our allies, so I guess that's a good move. All right, well, it looks like they stopped us here. Only 2 divisions, huh? Alright, well, these guys are just gonna chill. We'll defend. I cannot believe these guys are holding out like that. That is crazy. How many divisions are attacking me? 5? Well, I guess I'm not ready to attack these 11 divisions with my 9. Even if they are surrounded and cut off. And this fight seems like it goes on forever. Because we can throw traditional infantry in there. I would laugh if there's like no troops in Minsk here. And these troops that I have fighting are like pretty much there for nothing. You know, this guy's not doing anything, I realize, so why don't we send them over here? Grab these guys who are not doing anything. Throw them in there. There we go. That's what we needed. Alright, now we just need to defend. And then we can attack here from another front. And that would actually make this whole thing a lot more successful. I do need one of these guys, one of the more beat up guys, to go and fortify this area. Okay. Somehow we're still not winning over here. With that much pressure. 9 divisions on 19, or 19 divisions on 9, I guess is the more appropriate way of saying that. Alright, we're going to surround your city soon. Wow, really? Alright, fine. We'll let you stay cut off for the meantime. You know, they might even do an offensive push out somewhere. Oh, well, there goes the Poles here. We'll assist them now. I don't know if you can have two combats going on at once. I mean, they're out of supply. I don't really know how they're putting up this good of a fight. Oh, I have a factory now. Good. I think it's time for rocket artillery. Let's have some fun here. So, rocket artillery it is. And you can go up past the naval stuff. And that will probably take a little while to get geared up before we start incorporating it anywhere. Do I send the Hungarian divisions over? Right now, they're not helping, but it looks like the Soviets are never going to really push back here. So you know what? It's annoying because I'm going to have to micromanage them. But I think I'm going to have to do that. But I'll do that in between episodes, maybe. For now, what I'm going to do is just kind of strategically deploy them different areas, and then I'll manually deal with where they're going to end up. So first, let's send these guys there. The guys over here, I will strategically redeploy in the north. I think we need a lot of troops up here. So let's put them right there. And then I have some divisions that have not yet been selected. We'll grab them. And we'll strategically deploy them to roughly the middle, which would be right around here. Okay. Still, even though the Poles are involved in a combat here, not going particularly well. I mean, I could throw tanks into it here in a second. Like this. But even still, it's not going particularly well. Alright, screw it. We'll let the Poles do it on their own. I want these guys to be really, really badly out of supply before we do anything else. Just kind of annoying. Matter of fact, half of you split. Come here. Alright, so this stuff is stopped. I know that there's a fair amount of troops here. This is where I want to go, because I could fight down here, link up to this group here, and cut all these guys off. Now, whether that would do me any good, I don't know. Maybe just having shorter envelopes would be the right move. But I don't know what the unit strength is anywhere, honestly, so it's kind of hard to plan. Here. One of you that's relatively good on organization, get into that fight. Feels like this fight's been going on forever. Then we'll have Minsk cut off and we can assault that. Because if I actually knew where the troop strength was here, had a good idea of it, I could actually more strategically plan things out. But fortunately, I can't if we have things be as it is. I also don't even know if the Poles are losing here. That's another problem. Alright, well, you know what? I'm tired of this whole situation. I'm going to wait a day, and then I'm going to throw everything I have at these guys. See if we can wipe them out. Okay. Also, we have these guys to consider. I think this would be the easiest move, so I'm going to make it. And I'm going to send these guys. So we have the same army fighting here. Alright, we have some success. Fortunately, we're not attacking from more than one direction, so I could see what the strength here. Right? So we got 6 divisions here. many divisions are here? We've got 8 divisions. Okay, so that's not going to be advisable. So this is the weakest point. Of course, now it's going to be even worse because they're reinforcing. It's rather annoying. Not knowing where unit strength is. Alright, well, why don't you guys go in here. And I guess you can head into this mess. And I would like one of you, so I'll just grab this guy, head over here. Then you guys, I would like to head over here so that these guys can get in the fight. There we go. All right. I think we've waited long enough. Throw everything we got at these guys. Should be enough. We've got support of the Polish units. Really? Well, we're winning now. But, 19 divisions on 11 that are cut off and have no supplies. Sometimes with the AI, I just don't know what they're up to. Now, we could still be in winter conditions, as I do look, it kind of does look like that. So that could be part of the reason why we're having such a hard time. But it's kind of annoying when you have situations like this where you just absolutely hurl units at these guys, and you think you've got, you have advantages, and you think that, I mean, what is the situation here? Is it that my general is crap and his general is awesome? I don't know. I don't actually, yeah, his general is slightly better than mine. You know, that kind of stuff. I just, and this is after he's done a purge and a whole bunch of other nonsense. All right, well, in any case, I think it's a good point to put a cut in the video. So we've got some offensives that are going here. They're just not going as well as I would have hoped. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.